hey there. Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us here on Up with KREM on this very chilly Wednesday morning. I'm Channing Curtis.
Glad to have you here with us. I'm Tim Pham. Yeah, frosty mornings back here in the inland northwest, and we could see a chance of snow. And we want to get outside to meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. We have to follow up on this coffee situation. I am going to microwave this coffee because it is cold outside. And the viewers seem to agree with you. Microwave coffee is not good. And I agree. Okay?
It's not the best.
It's not the best, but it's what I have to do because I supported Tom's Turkey Drive. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't normally do this, just so everyone knows.
I solicited all sorts of viewer comments. People have been texting in, so keep texting. It's kind of fun.
It is fun.
But yes, I have been commenting back when I have the time saying, listen, Tim can't drink coffee after 3 p.m. I don't drink coffee after noon because we have to go to bed really early so we can make the show happen in the morning. So when Tim went out last night and supported Tom's Turkey Drive by buying that coffee, I understand that he had to go home and put it in the fridge to keep it good. It's just fun to give him a hard time about microwaving it. Tim's doing all the right things, and for some reason I can't help but just do a little poking. Early on this morning, it's chilly. You see me out here in the big puffy coat. That's because I thought, why even risk it? You know, if I'm going to start my car and sit in it and go, oh, it's kind of cold, I'm going to do it warm. 23 degrees right now. We're going to watch those temps drop even more as the sun comes up. We're down to 23 in Spokane, 16 in Coeur d'Alene, 19 in Sandpoint, 21 in Moses Lake, and 27 in Wenatchee. Keep in mind, sun doesn't rise until about 7. However, with a lack of clouds in the sky, I look out to the east and I can now make out the horizon because it's that kind of clear out. Radiative cooling did its thing. We'll see clouds build, a mix of clouds and sun as temperatures climbed up near 40 later on today. So we go from clear skies to clouds building, and then we have an incoming storm. That hits tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Most of that moisture waits a little longer than this suggests. In fact, overnight Thursday into Friday, we have our chance of accumulating snow. How cool would that be? We'll keep an eye on that as it gets closer. A lot of factors at play, and I'll walk you through those factors coming up in the full forecast.
Well, this morning there are still thousands of people without power in North Idaho after Monday night's windstorm. So let's get right to the latest numbers we've just updated. Northern Lights reporting more than 3,000 customers are still in the dark. The company is working to restore power quickly. Right now, there is no timeline for when power will be fully restored. Also in North Idaho, Avista is reporting more than 1,000 people still without power. Earlier this morning, there was only 100 outages, and we'll keep you updated on this on Up with KREM as crews work to get power back to those homes.
COVID-19 booster shots could be available for all adults by the end of this week.
The FDA could authorize Pfizer's booster shot as soon as tomorrow. The U.S. averages more than 82,000 new COVID cases a day, and that's up 11% over the daily average 2 weeks ago.
Health officials say the extra protection could be key to stopping rising case numbers as we head into the holiday season.
When we look back on this, we will see that boosters are likely a very critical part of the immunization regimen.
The FDA says its vaccine advisors will not meet to discuss the matter, meaning the FDA's decision on authorization could happen at any time.
The current booster is available to anyone 65 or older, or people who are at a high risk for the virus. Another story we are tracking, Spokane County Commissioners are working to modify the makeup of the Spokane Regional Health District Board.
Now they're looking for applicants with healthcare experience. So recently, the Washington State Legislature passed a bill forcing local health boards to have an equal number of elected and non-elected representatives.
The bill was passed after former Spokane Regional Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz was fired. Some speculated it was influenced by political disagreements. It led to a larger statewide investigation into whether health boards are too political in nature.
So county commissioners are looking for applicants with public health and healthcare experience. The goal is to appoint the new members by the end of the year.
In a KREM 2 exclusive, a Spokane woman is speaking for the first time after a man stole her car in the middle of the day, dragging her down the street in the process.
So this morning, KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is sharing this woman's story. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, Janny and Tim. So 35-year-old Bobby McBride is sitting in jail this morning. He was arrested on Saturday. He's accused of a carjacking last week, and he actually crashed that car right here on Cannon Street in West Central, where we're at right now. So take a look at this map. I want to show you exactly where we're looking at this ending here. So this happened Thursday after Spokane police got a call from a business on East 5th Avenue. McBride refused to leave a business. Minutes later, he stole Irina Stoveba's car while she was delivering groceries. She did have minor injuries after McBride dragged her along the street.
Panic. My first thing was to go run after him, and I did. And I ran. I grabbed the door handle on the passenger side, screaming, "Stop! Well, like, you're stealing my car!"
So using a stranger's phone, Stovba called 911 and then her husband, who was able to track her stolen car and cell phone using an app. Police say they tracked McBride 4 miles away to a neighborhood in West Central in Spokane. So 30 minutes after the carjacking, police did get a call saying that there was a car crashed right here in West Central here. They did end up finding out that that car matched Stovba's car. McBride was able to run away, but unfortunately for him, he did leave a backpack in the car that actually had documents in it that had both of his name and his date of birth on those papers.
It's good feeling knowing that he is caught. Yeah. You know, because this could happen to anybody.
So McBride is a 9-time convicted felon and was released from prison just 1 week before the alleged carjacking. Stovba says she understands this is partially her mistake for leaving her car on, and that's why we're talking about this morning. As we start seeing these frosty mornings, ice on our windshields, one thing police say is don't leave your car running unattended. Use one of these scrapers, scrape ice off your windshield this way, or leave your car running while you're in it. Let it defrost, give it that time, but while you're there sitting in the car. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Some really great advice, Nicole, thank you. It is time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
The Washington Supreme Court is now looking at drawing up a new congressional district map. Now, this comes after a state commission failed to do so. So the commission says the late release of the 2020 census data caused problems for them. The state Supreme Court now has until April to create 10 U.S. House districts and 49 legislative districts.
Washington State is set to receive more than $1 billion as part of a new $1 trillion infrastructure bill. The state expects to receive nearly $1.8 billion, and leaders say the money will be dedicated to mass transit and airports. Roads and bridges could see a boost as well, along with wildfire and climate change relief. A minimum of $100 million is being set aside for broadband internet access across the state.
Sports betting at Washington tribal casinos is expected to become a $94 million business in the next 5 years. According to the study by Washington State University, 59% of people describe themselves as sports fans, and 14% said they're likely to participate in sports betting. Sports betting became legal in Washington at the beginning of September.
That's your morning rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Just glad to have a small part of what's looking like the future of basketball in Spokane.
A brand new high-tech basketball facility is opening in Spokane, and it's all thanks to a Gonzaga basketball alum.
And we got to talk that incoming storm. I told you coming up we'd talk about storm track and timing and how those play a big role in what we wind up seeing, because the storm itself sits pretty far off the coast. And as it moves in, possible snow? I'll walk you through it coming up.